tremendous privilege to be representing Sanlam and all my colleagues today as we unveil the results for the first half of 2020. This has been just the most unbelievably difficult period, probably the most challenging in the group's more than 100-year history, adjusting to a very different social and working environment. Sanlam, alongside most of its other peers in business, has managed to adapt very well to a new working environment. And we're well over 96% of our staff have managed to carry on working extremely well through this period. And I'm pleased to say that we as a group have done an enormous amount to support our people through this process. And against all of this, we've also managed to deliver a very robust set of results for our shareholders. We've managed to maintain our capital position really strongly throughout the turmoil of markets and so on. We've managed to deliver a very credible profit number. If you take the COVID epidemic out of the equation, our net financial result would have been 18% up on prior year. Because of the direct impacts of COVID and all the relief that we've provided to various people, we're down 22%. But against our peers, I think that's an extremely credible result. We've also taken the opportunity during this period of time to make some changes to our strategy and to our executive committee, and I think it signals Sanlam's high commitment to the diversity and transformation that is required in all businesses in the African continent. Sanlam has partnered with Ubuntu and African Rainbow Capital for many years. This is one of the most successful partnerships and black economic empowerment transactions in South Africa's history. We've been partners for more than 14 years. We've created an enormous amount of value for a huge, wide number of beneficiaries right across South Africa. As part of our commitment, we've decided back in 2018 to do a further empowerment deal with our partners. That resulted in another 5% shareholding in Sanlam. And we also created a facility of 2 billion rand to support directly ARC and UB in doing empowerment transactions in the financial services space. We've agreed that they will take a 25% stake in our asset manager, and this creates the largest black-owned asset manager in South Africa, an absolute powerhouse in managing South Africa's savings. We're very proud of this. We think it can help to extend the benefits of empowerment to a very wide number of people. Sanlam acquired control of Saham in the last couple of years, and I want to say that this is an absolutely trophy asset for Sanlam. It's very important for us to expand and diversify our business into the fast-growing African continent. I'm delighted to say that in this 6 months, we've seen tremendous performance and a great turnaround from the management team across Africa. I want to thank Heinie Wirth and his team for the tremendous effort and job that they've put in. So we've seen a 35% growth in our results of new business in Africa in this half year. Then for the broader society, we've done a number of things. Together with the Matsepe family, we've mobilized 1 billion rand to help with the acquisition of PPEs where those were required. We've made a whole series of donations and given assistance all across the African continent to help in this regard. And the other thing we've done, we've mobilized 2.25 billion rand to put into our Investor Legacy series. This is to invest and help small and medium-sized businesses to overcome the devastation caused by the COVID pandemic and its impacts on the economy. It's extremely difficult in this environment to predict what the future holds. There are some very early signs, certainly in South Africa and in Africa, of an economic pickup. The difficulty is that when we look to the Western world and even out to Asia, there's a very mixed pattern with second waves coming back, governments jerking their policies in different directions. We're busy changing our business to be much more digitally focused and to be adaptable to the environment in which we are operating. We're in for a very tough couple of years economically, and all of us are going to have to adjust and adapt to this environment. And at Sanlam, there's no difference in that regard. We too are going to have to adapt and become much more efficient, much more digitally enabled in order to survive in this new environment. I'd really like to take this opportunity to thank all of my colleagues, all of our customers, all of our partners, and all the stakeholders that Sanlam works with across Africa for the tremendous support that you've given us as we've all worked together to make the best of an extremely difficult situation. I believe that we've actually survived this by working together, and actually there is a bright future. We can see the end of the COVID epidemic, and we can see the green shoots of growth. By coming through such a difficult experience, we will have strengthened our business, we'll have strengthened our relationships, and I want to thank everybody for really hanging in there through very tough times. And through this, I believe we will all be stronger, we'll have better relationships, and I want to wish you all the very best for the future.